Lendl to inch his way back into the match.
And Becker has the break. Let's go to the grandstand.
Double set point for Michael Chang to send this to a fifth set. And we're going to that fifth set. Michael Chang 6-3. Now let's send you back across the way to the stadium.
What a difference. That match began almost a half hour after this match. Very deliberate pace used by both players. Oh. That was a direct hit.
One redhead to another.
She took it with a smile, too. That was.
I'll tell you, that has got to be the scariest place to be on the tennis court. They should probably think about it, doing away with the net rule. They were talking about abolishing the let call altogether. I think that'd be an exciting play for tennis. And a lot less headaches for the players as well as the umpires.
Yes.
Which certainly obviously had an element of luck, because on a match point in the finals of the U.S. Open, it could hit the net court and bounce over. But imagine the excitement of a guy running up and trying to get to it. I think it'd be really exciting to try, but apparently they've abandoned it for the moment. They were actually going to vote on it after the U.S. Open, the ITF, and have abandoned it.
Lendl played 4.5 hours in his first match against Izaga. Becker had a tough 4-set match with Steen.
Boom, boom. It's booming. He really unloads on a couple of shots in this rally. And then he sees this overhead. Didn't play it safely. He wanted to drill a hole in the backstop. That looked like an angry overhead, John.
Why do you ask me that way?
Waiting for a plane to go over. A little change up by Lendl. You have to blink when you see that happen.
It's a very smart move by Ivan, though. 30-all, big point. Boris is desperately trying to get back into this set. Comes in, takes a little off the first serve, and puts away a fine volley. Now all of a sudden it's 4-1.
And Lendl looking better here in the 4th set. And the 15th meeting tonight is we've had a lot of Boris Becker talking to Rich Kaufman and just being generally unhappy. And after they had the little dispute in the first game of this set, Becker complained about something with the tennis balls. After that complaint, he missed 9 straight first serves. Whatever happened clearly got to him.
think what he's most upset about is the feeling that whenever Yvonne says something, that immediately that's what happens. For example, I think this is the first time that I've seen they turned off the service line, the Cyclops. It's the first time that I've seen it turned off. Have you seen it turned off at all before?
They did it during this tournament in the evening because of the bugs were setting it off. So I had seen it during this U.S. Open. But, you know, I would be a lot more firm about arguing about it if I was down 2-1. But, you know, while I was riding after a great tiebreaker, 2-1 up, I really would try to put the screws to Lendl, try to finish the match off, and then later, if I want to change the pace of the match, start to argue. And also Becker, who's a crowd favorite at the start of this match, is slowly turning the crowd against him. There were a couple of whistles while he was arguing those calls, and you don't want to really do that in New York. You know how things can kind of turn on you here if things go bad.
The people that are left are more of the hardcore tennis fans, a lot of whom probably respect what Lendl's done over the years in terms of his dedication, work ethic, etc.
Well, physically right now, Lendl looks great. He doesn't look tired. He continues to go for his shots. He looks fresh, so if this gets to a 5th set,
it's starting to look to me like Boris has already mentally, in a way, conceded this set. I mean, I could be wrong, but it looks like he's sort of preparing for the 5th set already.
John, wouldn't that be dangerous? You know, you don't want to start playing your B game now just because you're down 4-1, because it'd be tough to turn it on at will, you know, start playing your A game in the 5th. You know, you start playing a couple lazy shots here in the 4th, trying to get to the 5th, and all of a sudden, you know, you want to start playing your best tennis. It's difficult to just change from the 2 modes.
He's actually done this quite often, Vitas. But it's tougher and tougher as time goes on to continually succeed at doing it, especially against a guy like Lendl. You don't want to have to reach into your bag of tricks too many times.
2 break points. If Lendl breaks, he serves for the set. I've sensed there may not be a lot of goodwill down there right now. You're right, John. Becker continually, I think, is upset whenever Lendl says something to the chair.
Yeah, but personally, I think Boris is overreacting. I think there's only been maybe 3 or 4 incidents where Lendl's made a point, and I don't think he really has pushed the points that he was talking about.